reactions, and in this video we are going to be talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu first reactions. And as I was seeing, there's been some mixed reactions, but that doesn't worry me at all because the film is not officially out, and there are people from different parts of the world that have got to see it before we saw it. And the Mandalorian and Grogu does come out May 22nd. So that's the official release date. And there's been a few mixed reactions. Some say it's bad. Some say it's good. Some say it felt like 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. But as far as I'm concerned, and people are making a big deal out of the box office saying, oh, it's going to perform slightly worse or just slightly better than the Han Solo movie. But you guys got to realize that that's just opening weekend. And really, opening weekend box office doesn't matter as much as the box office in general. And there's a difference because the box office in general for the film is the entire time it's in theaters and how much it makes throughout the entire time it's in theaters. And the box office on opening weekend are the first few days. So there's a big difference, and what really matters is the box office in general, which I have a feeling it's going to do a little bit better than Solo: A Star Wars Story, or just the same as Solo: A Star Wars Story, because even the Han Solo movie did make money, it just wasn't a quote-unquote hit. And The Mandalorian and Grogu will probably do pretty well for a low budget film. So even if it makes $400 or $500 million, that's still pretty good because the budget for the film is pretty low. I'm not expecting this film to do as well as The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, or The Rise of Skywalker, but it's going to do somewhat well in theaters. And not just in theaters, but it'll also go on the Disney Plus streaming service, and it'll probably even do well on the streaming service too, because there's some people that want to wait until it comes on Disney Plus for them to watch it. But it's also going to be released on DVD, so you also got to keep that into consideration as well. So just saying it's only going to make $90 million on opening weekend doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a failure, because what really matters is the box office in general, how well it does on Disney Plus, and how well it does with being sold on DVD as well as merch and everything. And right now they've been doing a lot of marketing for the film with Burger King, and Burger King is doing the Mandalorian and Grogu meal. And then there's also some products at Walmart that has Mandalorian and Grogu on our food products and so on. So let's read some of the reviews. So this one is The Mandalorian and Grogu. The marketing had me worried, but this movie is actually a lot of fun. So this is a positive review right here. And yes, it does feel like a supersized, high-budget few episodes of a TV show, but it's still pretty low budget for the film. And then most adventure of this week is the huge galactic event story. If you like the show, you'll like this. So that's a positive review. So this one says right here, Star Wars is back on the big screen, and The Mandalorian and Grogu is a thrilling adventure. Lots of big fights. So I'm seeing positive reviews so far. Lots of big fights, and then creatures and plenty of adorable Grogu moments. And it's less about the lore and a more fun film. Freaky romp across the galaxy. Really dug that about it. So this is another positive review. So this one says that The Mandalorian and Grogu is thankfully a Star Wars adventure worthy of seeing on the big screen. And this one's another positive review. I'm not going to read all this, but this is another one that's looking pretty positive. So far I'm seeing positive reviews. I've seen some negative reviews from people that have already seen it before, but so far I'm seeing it's looking like positive reviews. So the Mandalorian and Grogu is 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 a grin crowd pleaser and puts Star Wars back into theatrical track. Director Jon Favreau is again a safe pair of hands, that deliver a solid, thrilling, and engaging romp, a popcorn movie that is the summer blockbuster you're looking for. So, like I said before, these are a lot of reviews, but there's negative and positive reviews. I'm seeing a lot of positives. So these are all the reviews. You can pause the video and read them all yourself. I'm not going to go through and read all these tweets, but you can pause them all and read them all. But so far I'm seeing positive reviews. There might have been some negative reviews I've came across, but mostly just positive reviews. So at the end of the day, I'm not worried right now. I think this film will do fine in the box office. I'm not expecting it to do as well as The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, or The Rise of Skywalker, where they all crossed $1 billion, because the budget was pretty low, and if it makes 500 or 600 million, that's pretty good for a low budget movie. But it's worthy of being on the big screen. There's some reactions, some mixed reactions, but other than that, they don't have me worried because it's not officially out yet, and people are freaking out saying, oh, it's only going to make 90 million, just like I mentioned earlier in the video, but that's just opening weekend. We still have the entire time while the movie's in theaters for it to get to like 500 or 600 million. So it's going to be in theaters for at least a couple of months, because movies are usually in theaters for at least a couple of months. So really, the opening weekend doesn't matter as much as, well, the couple months matters more with the box office. So the entire couple of months it's in theaters, that matters more in the box office than it does with the opening weekend. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.